Yes, we back. We back, bitch. Yes. Oh man, what's good, y'all? This is Chill from Unpopular Media, and I'm finally back with another list video. It only took me about 3 years to do it, or three and some change. But no, I'm just playing. Had to take a long time off. Shit happens, life happens. But we back. The list I'm back with here is my top albums of 2018. Keep in mind, these are my personal top albums of 2018. If yours didn't make it, write it up, type it in the comments. We can talk about it, debate about it. But I'm excited to let y'all know, man, I actually had a lot of stuff shifting. As of today, man, I had to go back and re-listen. It was like, this had a lot of fire on it. I'm excited to hear what y'all's are, but we'll get to that at the end of the video. All right, first up, number 10, I have Westside Gunn, Hitler Wears Hermes 6. I believe that's how you pronounce it. This is actually the second full-length project I've heard from Westside Gunn. I loved it, man. I just love this shit. For some reason, they have a different, like a familiar sound, but a different sound, if that makes any sense. Like, it's Mobb Deep-ish, but the production is so unique. And the way Westside spits his, like he spits his bars with the ad-libs, is super unique, man. And with the artwork. Plus, Westside knows how to place his features. Like, I don't know if it's his producer doing it. I'm sure he has a lot of insight into it, but the way he sets up his albums and sets up those features are so perfect. And when he's on tracks by himself, he usually only put the track on for like, what, a minute and 45 seconds, 250, I mean, like 250, 230. You know what I'm saying? Like, he knows how to keep his shit short, to the point, get in, get out. You know what I'm saying? Loved it. Some of my favorite songs off of it, we got GG's featuring Benny. That's my guy. Maybe one of the best on Griselda. Then we also have Versace Will Never Be the Same Again. Sick. Ready Made featuring Keisha Plum. Then my favorite track on the whole entire album. One of my favorite songs of the whole year, actually. Niggas in Puerto Rico featuring Lord, Flea, and Benny. Alright, man. This shit starts off. Westside messes up his rhyme, gets right back to it, and just keeps going. This song has 3 beat switches. In the end, is like a chopped and screwed joint. And Benny stole it. But Benny stole it, in my opinion. But it's just perfect production, man. The way they move, the way they do their thing. Westside Gunn, Hitler Wears Hermes 6. If you haven't heard it, check it out. It's a sick project. That's number 10. All right, man. Next up, we got number 9. This one actually moved down. And I hate to say it, not that it was a bad project. It's just that other projects was better to be. But number 9, I got Travis Scott, Astral World. This shit, man, it was a great ride, man. It was a fun experience. You actually felt like you was going through this man's personal astral world. What I didn't realize until I looked at like the track list and everything behind it, he has some of my favorite producers on here. I mean, just listen to some of these names that hopefully you know. Hit Boy, Sunny Digital, Travis Scott, of course, Cardo, Minnesota's own St. Paul, Murder Beats, Wonder Girl. I mean, come on, man. You got heat like that on your album. You bound to have heat. And he knows how to produce himself and do his own hooks. Travis Scott, man, he was cutting up on this album. And then the way he had a run from 1 to 6, he was just pow, hitting. I mean, every single track was hard. Stargazing. Come on, man. That's even on 2K. Carousels. Sicko Mode, probably the song of the summer, not mine, but probably the song of the summer or the year. Stop Trying to Be God, that's my shit right there, man. No Bystanders, and then Who What, those was my standouts of it. But after that, man, the reason why I think I moved it down to number 9 is that it just lost steam. I mean, after it went off on that 6-track run, a couple spotty tracks that was dope here and there, kind of lost steam to me, so that's why I kind of moved it down. I seen a lot of people hating on it. I don't know why. Travis Scott is fun, man. You know what you're getting when you listen to his shit, and that's what I like about him. The young man's talented, and I fucks with it. All right, next on my list, I got number 8, Freddie Gibbs, Freddie. If you like hard bass, hard beats, or fucking trap style, bassline driven beats with gangster rap all over the top of it, this is the project for you. I actually got put onto a new producer via this project, Kenny Beats. I think he's on damn near every single track, maybe not 2, but he's on damn near every single track on here, man. I played this a lot in the gym. That's where I get a lot of my album playthroughs in, and this is perfect for it. I mean, it's just bass driven with Freddie Gibbs saying that gangster shit all over the top. I love it. I'm a sucker for it. Some of my favorite tracks off the album, of course, Automatic sets the tone for the whole project. Triple Threat, Set. Then we got Toe Tag. I'm gonna keep it a whole bean. I'm keeping 100, man. This song kind of makes me want to walk into a room and hit somebody with a damn chair. I'm just keeping it honest, man. That the way that shit is, I would use it as a WWE entrance and just come in like Stone Cold, drinking beers and hitting people with chairs, man. Like that shit just had me on another level. And then we also got Diamonds 2, very smooth, very smooth. Number 7, I got JIT DiCaprio 2. This is the second project I've heard from JIT. The first one was The Never Story. He's off of Dreamville. Hold up, before we even keep on going, shout out to the whole Dreamville squad, man. The shit they've been putting out, I'm not sure who all released this year, but they had Boss, Kaz, Earth Gang, J. Cole, of course. Shout out to fucking Dreamville, putting out sick records. But back to JIT, this is the second project I've heard, of course, after Never Story. What I like about JIT is his delivery, the way he can switch his flow effortlessly. Like, he does it multiple times throughout the song. Like, it ain't nothing to fast, slow. Then he'll do that chopped shit where it's real slow. Let's get to some of my favorite tracks, man. We got Slick Talk. Then we got Westbrook featuring Ferg. Then we got Off These with J. Cole. Jesus, this shit right here. It seemed like they were having a friendly competition on this track. That's what I got the feeling. Like, they were just like, yo, you wrote some shit. Let me write some shit. Or you wrote that. Let me go back and do some shit. Like, that's what it seemed like. He had, I think he had like a 1 to 7. 1 to 7 is just extremely fire. Because right after that, we had 151 Rum. Just talking shit, rhyming, being fly. Then after that, we got Working Out. I had to give a shout out to this track, Strawberries, featuring BJ the Chicago Kid. Love the feel of the beat. I didn't find out until later it was produced by the late Mac Miller. Once again, RIP. But shout out to JIT for this shit. DiCaprio 2. Fire, check it out, man. You will not be disappointed. Alright, man, next up, number 6. This one, man, probably gonna spend a little bit of time on this one, cause alright, let me just get it off. Number 6, I got Denzel Curry, Taboo. This any other year could easily be my favorite album of the year. I kid you not when I say in my opinion, to me, there is no skippable tracks on this entire project. This is my surprise project of the year. I was familiar with Denzel Curry, but I didn't know he was doing this shit on this album. The shit he's doing on here, it's so versatile. It's so different. It's like the perfect mixture of lyricism and hype. This shit, and it's a concept. It's one of those deep concept albums. This one he released it. I think he did light and then dark. And they had both sides of because the track listings had different feels to them. If you just listen to it, frontwards, backwards, in the middle to the end, shuffle it, it's sick all the way throughout, man. I'm not going to list off every single one, but I'm just going to give you a couple of my favorite. We got Cash Maniac, Sumo. Oh my God, the energy on that shit alone, it's on Mo Bamba type level. Or maybe not as much as that, but, or Mo Bamba, however the fuck you say it. But yeah, Sumo, Super Saiyan, Switch It Up, Cloud Cobain, then Vengeance. Can we talk about this Vengeance song for a second? This shit is featuring JPEG Mafia and Zilla Cowie. Never heard of either one of them. I probably would never listen to them individually, but they fit perfectly on this shit. What I like about this song so much, it seems like a hype ass, just young energy, rapping heavy, then you get to the fucking end and it sounds like some 70s era R&B shit where it gets real smooth melodies and shit. Do me a favor, go to YouTube, type in Denzel Curry Vengeance, and you don't have to watch the whole video, just listen to the entire song. Tell me, how does he go from the beginning to the end like that? The contrast is fucking crazy. This kid is fucking amazing. I just think this project is seriously amazing. Sad that I had to put it at my number 6. I just like the other shit a little bit more than this, but please, please, please check out Denzel Curry, Taboo. Just at least give it a shot, man. He's a young kid that's actually doing some dope shit. All right, we made it halfway through. Number 5, I got Westside Gunn, Supreme Blind Tale. This shit right here, this is the first full-length project that I got to hear from Westside Gunn. I was messing with Conway the Machine, or Conway before that. Then I got into a little Benny. Then I got to Westside, but this shit right here, man. Like, this is what I mean. Like, when I was saying in the Hitler Wears Hermes 6, it's so different what they are doing. It's crazy. It is crazy. Like, it starts out with a Arn Anderson from the WCW days talking about Chris Benoit, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? I thought I was listening to some gangster shit. Then it gets to the next track, Gods Don't Bleed, with Westside Gunn featuring Benny, who is a bar machine, and Jadakiss. I'm like, holy shit, this shit is crazy. And it just keeps going. Brutus with Benny and Conway. You got Elizabeth, Sabu with that weird chopped up Buster sample. It's fucking insane. This is my favorite song of the entire year. Frostface Bripler featuring Benny and Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes on his Coke Boy shit. Then you got Benny. Benny was bleeding his pen on this shit, man. And then we also have WrestleMania 20 featuring Anderson .Paak. Sick ass hook, so soulful, man. And then you got Anderson .Paak meets Westside Gunn. So two unorthodox hip hop artists fucking with each other, and I love it, man. Honestly, if I had a spiritual rap, you know, you got spiritual animals. If I had a spiritual rapper, it would be Westside Gunn. He is the embodiment of what I would probably want to be. Just the way he has his team moving, it's so fucking impressive to me. And it's crazy to me that he wasn't even gonna be rapping like that. He's always been able to rap, but Conway was the rapper. The only reason why Westside Gunn started rapping because Conway got shot in the face and he didn't know if his brother was gonna be able to, you know, come back to rapping, if his voice was gonna be all right. He was like, you know what, I'm gonna have to keep up the momentum. I'm gonna come out here and do my thing. And then I'm so glad that he came out and just started rapping and showing people this shit, because it's them three combined. They're so drastically different, but they're all dope and have a unique sound. Thank you for Griselda. I'm glad M picked them up. I'm just hoping M pushes them like they should be getting pushed, because these cats are about to take the fuck off, man. And if he doesn't, let them go, because they can do it by themselves. They're that fucking dope. But yeah, number 5, Westside Gunn, Supreme Blientele. Check that shit out. All right, next up, I got number 4, Book of Ryan. This shit right here, man. Royce, man. This is easily Royce's most, was it introspective? I think that's how you say it. Introspective album. Like, it's his most personal album. Like, you're learning shit about Royce you never even knew. This album stamps why Royce the 5'9" is, I don't care what anyone says, top 5 lyrically alive right now. I mean, top 5 lyrically right now. I don't see anyone better. When you listen to this shit, the way he puts words together, the way he puts songs together. I mean, even the interludes, everything is so purposeful in this joint. It's a long project. That's why it's at number 4 for me, because it's not that it's long, it's just that it's just so hard to digest, because it's just so much fucking material here. Let me get to some of my favorite tracks off of this, man. We got Woke. Jeez. Killer. The Caterpillar featuring Eminem. Need I say more? Godspeed. Dumb. Cocaine. This is the singing one. I wasn't a fan of singing Royce at first, but it kind of grew on me. Like this song, this one's weird because he's like, the way he's doing the hook and it's kind of harmonizing, kind of sound like he's gonna cry on it, which is normally that'd be bad for like rappers or whatever, because they don't want to be like that, but it worked for this project. Boblo Boat. This is one in my top 5 songs of the year. Boblo Boat featuring J. Cole. That shit, the beat, the rapping, perfect. I'm glad they didn't have 3 people on there. It was just them 2. It was perfect, because you don't get much better than that. Legendary, and then Summer on Lock, which had a whole bunch of features on it. But I like this project, man, because it really sounded like he was just sitting down with his son, or sitting down in front of a mic, which of course he's rapping, or just sitting, you know, writing in his diary, or like audio logging some shit, just spilling it all, just giving his whole story, why he is the way he is, how he came to be who he is. You know what I'm saying? Royce, thank you for this album. Like, thank you for putting this shit out. I've been a fan of yours. I think around the Rock City, when you put that project out, I was a fan maybe a little bit before then, but this shit here is your greatest work to date. Thank you. All right, man. Next up, I got number 3, J. Cole, KOD. This is the most important album to me. This album here, because of the climate and what has happened this year, who we've lost, I think this is the most important album of the year due to theme, content, concept. This is it for me, man. Cole was really in his bag on this shit. Again, no features. Goes platinum, kills it. This is another classic project for me, man. It seems like what he did on here which was kind of genius in my opinion, man. He seemed like he tried to adopt the young kids, or the wave now of their rhyme pattern. He would take their rhyme pattern, take their flow, but put his, still keeping the same content in there, but just using their shit. It's genius to me, because he's making it more, what is it, commercially accepting. I don't know the word, but it just seems crazy. Like, he's taking their shit, the way they're doing their hooks and doing it, and then he's doing his. You know it's cold when you hear it, not just because of the voice. You know it's cold because of the content, but it sounds poppy. It's good. It's, you know what I'm saying? It keeps your head bobbing. It has a good beat. Like, my favorite songs on it: KOD, Photograph, The Cutoff. Remember I was saying earlier that how he used their style and put it in, but put Cole all over it. I think it's perfect in ATM and Motivate. I have never heard Cole do shit like that before, so it's kind of a shock for me, but they work. Brackets, 1985, and then Window Pane. Let's talk about this Once an Addict song, man. This song almost brought me to tears. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, if you've ever had to deal with family members or friends who deal with drug and alcohol abuse or depression, or, you know, young mothers and the shit they go through with young kids, like, this shit spoke to my soul. And the shit he was saying, even it was just an interlude, but it just, for some reason, that shit hit. The songs he was saying, talking about seeing your hero on ground zero, like, that shit was different. I believe this is why Cole has the fan base he does, because he speaks for a lot of us normal motherfuckers, man. Like, and I respect him for that. I like Cole. He's another one of those guys. I don't get why people call him corny. I like Cole a lot, man. I think he's very valuable to the hip hop community. And then I also wanted to go on a little bit more on Friends. Great message. The hook is sick to me, but I'm aggravated without it. My saddest days are without it. My Saturdays are the loudest and blowing strong. Like, Cole be just, the way he puts bars into some clever shit, I fucks with it, man. KOD, number 3, J. Cole, my shit. All right, man, number 2. Honestly, these last 2 picks of mine could have been interchangeable, because I love both of these projects so much, man. But number 2, I got JRoc, Redemption. This is easily his most commercially appealing album, and that's not a bad thing, especially in this case for JRoc, man, because he didn't dumb anything down. He didn't go commercial. He just made it so that everybody can hear what he has to say now. And I'm finally glad he's being that he was the actual first signee on TDE. And I never understood why people was not fucking with JRoc. I never got it. I'm so glad people are starting to see it, man. Like, he gave us an anthem this year. Win, one of the best songs, or one of the most used songs of the year. Rightfully so, because that song is just, it's great. What I liked about this project is it shows his growth as an artist, and you see his road to redemption, which is ironically a series he put on YouTube. I highly suggest you check it out. It's kind of like a prelude to his album, more like a documentary behind it all. It did show his road back to this point. Let me get to some of my favorite tracks off of here. We got The Bloodiest, which sets the tone for the whole album. For What It's Worth, ES Tales, probably my favorite. Rotation, 112th, Out of Sight, Out of Mind with J. Cole. J. Cole has been killing shit all year. King's Dead, that was on the Black Panther soundtrack. I think they kind of chopped it up different, but same song from there. Broke Plus Minus. Check that out. That is, he put some clever shit in that song right there. I'm not gonna speak no more on it, but check out Broke Plus Minus. Dope track. And then Win, of course. I mean, that's the anthem for everybody, especially for my beard. What I like about JRoc is JRoc gives you that feeling like he's like the big homie that got you in a ride. Like, yo, ride with me real quick, little homie. I'm about to tell you some shit, or I'm about to put you on game. That's how I feel listening to JRoc, and I appreciate it, man. You really could have almost had album of the year. Really, you do have one of the albums of the year. So, all right, man. Finally, thanks for rocking with me this whole time. But finally, we got number 1. Had to go with him, man. Nipsey Hussle with Victory Lap. I love this project. I have been waiting for it for a while. He's been talking about it for a minute, and it finally arrived, and it was everything the fans wanted it to be. I knew ever since I heard the song Rap Niggas, I was like, this shit is different. Nipsey about to fuck shit up, and that's exactly what he did. Nipsey is something different, man. He just seems to have that charisma, motivation, plan, and work ethic to do shit. Just like JRoc, another California artist. I never understood why he wasn't as big as he should. I used to listen to the old interviews from him when he was younger, sounding Nipsey is like the young OG, because he's not that old. He's very young, but he's been putting in work, I guess, streetwise for a minute. music wise for a minute, and he's well respected. And we finally see, man, what I love about this project is it kind of has a, you know, remember when Jeezy first came out, he had that thug motivation movement. This is kind of what it feels like with Nipsey, but he doesn't theme it the same name, but he's just they're very different artists. I think he's a superior rapper than Jeezy. I just like what Nipsey has about him. You can look at him and he looks like success. Like he just looks like a winner because he knows what it takes to win. He's been doing it all himself. I mean, of course he has a team, all money in, but Nipsey didn't take no shortcuts. He's been grinding, doing it the right way. Just the moves he makes, fucking amazing. And then let's just get into some of my favorite tracks. Victory Lap, Rap Niggas, Last Time to That Check featuring YG, Blue Laces. That's my favorite song. That's the one where when I said it seems like with JRoc, he's like the big homie that got you in a car about to put you on some game. That's what it feels like in this Blue Lace. Nipsey is telling you a full story. And it's vivid, man. You just close your eyes and you can feel like you're there. That's what I like about Nipsey. Nipsey gives you that status symbol featuring Buddy. Real big, loaded basses. I mean, I love damn near every single song on here. Great album. Definitely deserves the album of the year. It's, to me, this is his documentary, but I don't actually, because I don't think Game made a better album than documentary. I think Nipsey Hussle will make a better album than Victory Lap, and this is album of the year. That's my top 10. Let me know what y'all think, man. This is mine. I kind of put it together. I've been kind of shuffling things around. Like I said, I've been moving stuff around even up to today. But I want to see what y'all got. I want to see what y'all came up with. I want to talk about y'all top 10s. I want to be put onto some new albums I've never even heard. There was a lot of other shit that came out I didn't really get the chance to listen to. Drop me some comments down below. Let me know some type of videos y'all may want to see in the future. Shit, I'm back, y'all. Like, I'm gonna be doing this shit. I don't know how frequent I'm gonna be able to drop, but I will be dropping frequently. I just don't know the frequency yet, but I'm definitely going to be. But let me know what y'all want to see, man. Give me some criticism, things you liked, things you didn't like. Just don't get real petty. I mean, unless you really want to go there and you got ammo, please jump in the comments. Let's do this. But otherwise, let's keep it respectful, or keep it petty. I really don't give a fuck. I'm just glad y'all fucking with me, checking out the vid. Thanks for watching, man. I wish this was a lot better. I had a different rollout plan for this. It just didn't work out, so I had to get something out to y'all. But thanks for fucking with me, man. Salute next time.